The first time I heard of minimalist or minimalism, I was like, okay, here we go again. They have come up with something that's unattainable, unreachable, something that's for bougie people, something that's just floating around somewhere. Unknown to me, I was already a minimalist without even realizing it. Minimalism creates space in your mind, in your life, in your space. So it's not something that's for bougie people, it's not something that's for broke people who can't afford to live luxurious lives, because guess what? You can live a luxurious life and still be a minimalist. You can live an expensive life and still be a minimalist. Minimalism just helps you be more productive in your days and helps you put certain things in place to ensure that you can think you're more productive. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 12 different minimalist habits that I have incorporated into my lifestyle, and you can incorporate into yours as well. Number 1, buying only what I need. Now, this can be very difficult if you have a lot of money and you just think, oh, I need this, I need that, I need this, I need that. But you need to say to yourself, what is a want and what is a need? The fact that you want something doesn't necessarily mean that you need that thing. One way that I am able to do this is to, especially when I shop online, is to put some things in my cart and just let them be for a couple of days, think through them, ask myself if I really need those things. And by the time I go back, I look at them again and I realize, you know what? I don't need that. I don't need that. I can do away with that. This is the only one I need right now. Number 2 minimalist habits that I absolutely love is the fact that for every one thing that I purchase, the old one, if I do have an old one, the old one has to go. So with every new purchase, the old one has to go. That way you're not creating clutter, you're not gathering things that you don't need, you're not gathering shoes that you're never going to wear anymore, you're not gathering clothes that you're never going to wear anymore. I have a very small closet right now and I have limited clothing items, but even then I'm still looking at them like I need to take out some clothes, I need to create space. Not necessarily because I am planning to buy new things, but because I'm looking at them and I'm like, they're just occupying space. I'm never going to wear some of these clothes again. I'm never going to wear some of these shoes again, so I might as well give them out. But if you're not used to decluttering, one way that you can make sure you do that is if you're buying a new pair of shoe, an old pair of shoe has to go. So in with the new, out with the old. Number 3, having a plan is another minimalist habit that I absolutely love. You don't want to live a chaotic life. We're living in such a busy world right now. Everyone is busy and some people are busy doing nothing. But in order to make sure you don't fall into that category of people who are busy doing nothing, you need to have a plan, have a calendar, have an agenda for your day, for your week, for your month. Have a plan for the things you're trying to accomplish, for the things you're trying to get done, because that will help you focus and help you knock things out a whole lot better compared to if you just say, oh, I have a million things to do, but I don't feel like doing any one of them. Number 4, have a budget and have a plan for your finances. Now, I know when it comes to budget or money and finances, some people like me tend to just tune out, like we don't necessarily know how do I go about it. But in recent times, I've been very deliberate about my finances and about budget and about my savings as well. And I've realized that it helps me restrict how I spend and what I spend on. So having a budget, monthly budget, weekly budget. I have a weekly budget. I know how much I'm making, I know how much I save, I know how much I spend, and doing that just helps me have a clear plan as far as my finances are concerned. So it's not just that money is coming in and it's going out and I don't know what I'm doing with it. That can be really annoying when that happens. Having a budget and a plan for your finances helps you distribute your funds in a clear and precise manner. Number 5, I am a fan of rewarding myself. I always tell myself, I tell my husband as well, or anyone who cares to listen, that I work hard and I know I work hard and I can't be working hard and not look good. you know, and not take care of myself. And when I say look good, I'm not necessarily talking about buying the most expensive designers, you know, handbags and shoes and all of that, but even taking care of my skin, making sure my nails are done, making sure my hair is done, or my wig is laid or something, you know. Just taking care of yourself, I feel, is a reward to yourself for the amount of hard work that you do. And so don't think that being a minimalist means, oh, I just need to get rid of everything and live in a hole and look as if I'm dead. No, that's not the plan. The plan is for you to also look like you're rewarding yourself for the hard work that you put in. Number 6 minimalist habit that I absolutely love is not hoarding. And I'm so glad myself and my husband are on the same page about this, because by the time we start to realize we don't need something anymore, we give it out, we get rid of it. If it's broken, we throw it away. We just don't like hoarding. Hoarding occupies space. And the more the space is occupied, the more your life will feel occupied. I am a big fan of laying my bed every morning. Like it just clears my mind, especially because my office is in our bedroom. Do you understand? So it clears my mind. It just helps me know that, okay, everywhere is clean. I can see everything. I can see where everything is placed. I know where everything goes. But when you start to hoard and you're keeping this here, you're keeping this, that, there's so much clutter, you start to feel unorganized mentally. You're not even clear. You can't even think properly because there are so many items that you probably don't need anymore. So not hoarding, giving things out, giving things away, throwing things away if they're broken and useless and can't be given out. Those are habits that you should incorporate into your lifestyle. Number 7, and this goes right along with not hoarding, it is clearing spaces. Oh my gosh, my kitchen counters, I like to see it clear. This causes some sort of back and forth between myself and my husband sometimes, because maybe he's cooking and I'm there and I'm cleaning right after him. Every spoon he uses, you know, every plate he uses, I'm washing it. And he's like, I'm still going to use it again. Like, leave it alone, you know. But I just like to keep my surfaces clear, my workspace. I like to keep it clear. I like to see the items that I have. I don't like to see 20 notebooks when I'm only using one of it. I don't like to have plates all over. All my plates, once they are dried on the rack, they go into the cupboard. My cups go into the cupboard. I like to keep my surface clean, and I think again it helps you think, you know, your mind isn't busy seeing so many things and trying to process so many things. Number 8 minimalist habit, following right behind keeping your surfaces clean, is cleaning now, cleaning right away. Listen, especially when it comes to dishes, I even do my dishes before I eat. Like as I'm cooking, I'm cleaning. When I'm done cooking, I'm cleaning. That's before I eat. When I'm done eating, I wash my dishes. I like to clean immediately. If I spill something, I clean it. I don't leave it for later. I don't say that, oh, you know what, I'll be right back. You know, as long as I can do it at that time, I do it. Because it also, again, helps you stay clean. You're living in a clean space. You're living in a clean environment, you know, and you don't have to wait until you live in a mansion to live a clean life, because guess what, it's the habits that you have when you are living in your studio, in your condo, in your 1-bedroom. That's the same habits that you're going to carry to your luxurious mansion when you do go to your mansion. Number 9 habit is saying no. Now listen, I know it can be difficult, especially when we're being offering things for free. There is this thing about free things, you know, it's just a thing about it's free, so I want it. Whether I need it or not, I want it. The other day, we got an email from our apartment that they were doing a food bank and they were going to be giving away food. And I asked my husband, I was like, oh, do we need to go for that? And he was like, no, you know, because we have food at home. My brother had just visited not long before, and he had also brought us food, you know. So he was like, let's not get what we don't need. We don't even have space for it. Let other people who need it get it. And that was it. We didn't get it, even though it was free. We didn't get it. Learning to say no will also help you not gather things that you don't need, not gather things you're not going to use, not deprive other people who might actually need those things. Learn to say no if you're being asked to do something that you don't want to do. Mentally, it's not healthy to keep putting yourself at the back burner, to keep putting yourself in a situation that you don't want to be. You can say no very nicely. I say no to brands all the time. Oh, I'm sorry, I would love to work with you, but I can't with this budget that you have. It's okay. It's okay. Number 10, minimalist habits, and this one is quite important. It's using what you have. Listen, it's not every time that you think, oh, the solution to my problem is to buy a new one, is to acquire a new one. Oh, I can only get it done if I get this item. No, that doesn't always come out to be the truth. Sometimes that might be the case, but rarely so, because there are times that if you look around you, if you look at what you already own, if you look at what you already have, you'd realize that you can make do. Most times before you acquire new things, look at what you already own. Look at if you can use what you already own. And if you can, then just do that and save yourself some money. Number 11 minimalist habit is to avoid impulse buying. Now, impulse buying can be interesting sometimes. It can be sweet sometimes, but other times, or most times, we don't need the things that we buy on impulse. If you have a budget set for the week, set for the month, you won't even be able to have an impulse purchase because you will already give yourself brain that I don't even have the money anyway. So do you see how that works hand in hand? But even if you still decide you don't need a budget, then try as much as possible to avoid impulse buying, because impulse buying will take money from you, most likely for an item that you don't need, most likely for an item that's going to occupy space, or most likely for an item that you could have done without in the first place. Now, down to number 12 minimalist habits that I would love to share with you. Before I share it with you, have you subscribed to my channel? If you haven't, please do so right now and thumbs up the video as well. Thank you. Okay, so the number 12 minimalist habit is to create a process, to have some sort of order, have some sort of system in place for your life. I know the days I shoot my YouTube videos, I have a plan, I have a schedule for how I'm going to shoot my YouTube videos. If I'm going out to shoot, I have what I need. The Bible says lines upon lines, precepts upon precepts. Even God is a God of order, is not a chaotic God. And remember, you can't put the cart before the horse, That's out of order. Having order creates a clear mind, a clear head space, a clear space in your life, room for you to be more productive, room for you to grow, room for you to achieve a whole lot more, room for you to be even more creative. And remember, you can't put the cart before the horse, That's out of order. Having order creates a clear mind, a clear head space, a clear space in your life, room for you to be more productive, room for you to grow, room for you to achieve a whole lot more, room for you to be even more creative. I hope you have enjoyed the video and you've learned one or two or maybe 12 things from this video. Once again, if you haven't subscribed, please do so right now. Are you a minimalist? I want to know. Please let me know in the comment section. Do you have any of these habits that you already incorporate into your lifestyle? I want to know. Are there some that you're just thinking of and will probably go ahead and incorporate into your lifestyle? I want to know as well, okay? So please make sure to let me know down below in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. I love you so much. I can't wait to see you again very, very soon. I pray God blesses you, your homes, your marriages, your relationships. Most importantly, I pray God blesses you. Really, God bless you. Bye.